So imagine this. You're stranded on the side of a road. Your cell phone either doesn't have service or the battery's dead, and you need to find a way to get home. What do? Enter the bug out bag. Hey guys, so what does it mean to bug out? Well, bugging out means that you're evacuating from an area, usually because that place is no longer safe. So in this case, the way that this bag is set up is that you're bugging out from your car, which has been stranded outside of a road, and you're trying to get home, right? It's also known as a get home bag in this variation. Some bags can be set up so that you can evacuate from your home to go to like an emergency shelter. Let's say a tornado just hit, or maybe a hurricane is going to hit. You know, those types of setups, and those bags are usually heavier. This bag actually weighs less than 20 pounds, so my cat weighs 10 pounds, so it's less than 2 of my cats. It's a very lightweight bag. You might also notice that it's an olive drab, more of a tactical kind of military bag, and that's, you know, some people, they don't want to do that because they think that makes them a target, but I live right next to a military base, so I think that really more or less blends in this area. But anyways guys, I'm going to be covering all the different items of this bag, as well as going over a couple of the features for the bag itself. So also be sure to check out the links in the description box below so that you can see where you can buy some of these items if these are items that you're interested in as well. Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. Okay, so we're going to go over real quick what's on the outside of the pack, and then we're going to start diving into the pack. So first off, you can see that we have a canteen right here, and then I've done a full review on this canteen, so go ahead and check out that video if you're curious what's in it. But suffice to say, they have all these survival items that you need in the canteen, integrated into the pouches as well as inside the pack itself. So be sure to check that out if you're curious for more. We've got some morale patches on the front of it, just to keep it fun, because survival kits are supposed to be fun, in addition to being very useful. And I've done a full review on this item, and this is the Lucy Light. It's an inflatable solar lantern. You see these solar panels right here on the front. It's important to have items that aren't just battery powered in your survival kit. That being said, some of these battery powered flashlights are very useful, as well as inexpensive, so be sure to check out the links in the description box to see all these different items and where you can find them if these are items that interest you. So we have you know, this LED clip light. We also have a night eyes. This is a carabiner clip. Carabiner clips are great for clipping items to what's known as MOLLE webbing. If you don't have an item that is MOLLE compatible like this is, and you can just simply clip items to it with a carabiner clip. And so we have a different carabiner clip back here, and we have a weight-bearing carabiner clip here, which is useful for things like rappelling and things like that. Also some paracord. Paracord is very useful for a multitude of different reasons. It's not just the fact that these carry 550 pounds of weight, but also because the inner strands can be used for things like fishing line and other things that you can use cordage for. Cordage is very useful in survival situations. And attached to that we have a little whistle right here. It's a little bit orange, so it's a little bit easier to find. Whistle is great because you don't want to just survive, you also want to be found. So it's important to have ways to communicate through whistling, through lights. These different items have a variety of different purposes. We've got some more paracord here, and we also have some paracord zipper pulls as well. Sorry for bumping the camera. And also on this side, real quick, we have a little compass. This is a little button compass. I have a full-size compass on the inside, as well as a little red LED, and red is great for saving your night vision. It won't blind you like a bright white light will. Okay, so on this, the strap itself, we have some more items here. This is a Mora knife, and this is the high carbon knife, which means that it's a lot heavier duty. It's not necessarily stainless, but It is very good at you know, batoning through trees. The edges here, you can use them for with a magnesium fire striker to start fires. It's very useful knife, very durable and very budget friendly knife. And then over here we have some flashlights. The different flashlights that we have are both my Merrivac, which is also the same company that makes this bag. And these different flashlights are real cool little lights here. This one right here will create a floodlight in front of the person. If you have a backpack strap like this, creates a little floodlight. And then both of these lights, this light you can easily just detach and then, you know, use it. But both of these lights have glow-in-the-dark capabilities as well. Okay, so that's everything that I have on the outside of the pack. So let's go ahead and start diving into some of these pockets. So right here I have all the different fire items, and this came from this pouch right here on the outside. So instead of pulling out each one of these items, I think it'd just be faster just to show them all in front of you, and then you can click on the links in the description box below if you want more information on these. But right here we have some UCO survival matches, and these are waterproof. We have a butane lighter, you know, which can be lit on, you know, any direction, and we have a couple of big lighters. We have a live fire, which is a fire tinder, and we have, I think it's called a metal match. I'm not 100% sure, but it'll be in the description box below. As well as a ferrocerium rod, and these are known as fast fire fire tinders, but these are also waterproof. So it's good to have a lot of different fire items. It doesn't take up a lot of room, it doesn't take up hardly any weight, but if you don't have fire, you're going to be in a world of hurt if you're stuck in a survival situation. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next pocket. Okay guys, so all of these items come in this little pocket right here. We have some hygiene items as well as some survival items. Sometimes you're going to use these types of bags to evacuate to like a tornado shelter, hurricane shelter, you know, Red Cross types of shelter, or maybe a hotel or whatever, maybe a friend's house. So don't get mad whenever you see everyday items in survival kits. So that's the purpose. That's why they're there. You don't want to stink up the place if you're there as a guest. You know what I mean? So right here, great for communicating, very ear piercing. This is a Fox 40 whistle, brightly colored, so it's easy to see. We also have some first aid items here. Nothing too major. We got band-aids, a moleskin. If you're going to be doing a lot of walking, you're going to probably develop blisters. And we're going to be talking about socks in the next pocket, but as well as other items that are in here. You also have alcohol prep pad, some Neosporin. We got some crazy glue, great for sutures if you don't have a way of stitching up things. And we have some gauze, tweezers, a little pencils in there, just great for taking notes or whatever. And as well, as well as communicating if you want to leave a signal of where you're going, that kind of thing. As well as a little bit of chapstick, which also have survival uses as well as just being hygiene items. Maybe we'll talk about more hygiene items in a second. We have a little face towelette. This use a little bit of water and this will inflate. And this is for mirroring. Everyone, I think, knows that you can use a mirror to signal for help. And we also have these are the toiletry items I was talking about. The toothbrush and the little bit of deodorant as well. Okay, so these are all the items we have in this pocket, so let's go ahead and move on to the next pocket. Okay, so these are all items that we have on the other side of the pack, this big long pocket right here. Okay, so we have a life straw, which is great for just using just like a straw, and you can just filter water by drinking out of like rivers or lakes or whatever. We also have a good pair of socks. Socks as well as gloves. You're going to be using your feet and your hands a lot in a survival situation, so it's good to keep them protected as much as possible. And we also have a survival emergency blanket. It's orange, so it's easy to see, and also has other survival uses as far as like, collecting water and things like that, as well as just hanging up to make like a little shelter. So depending on what time of year it is, speaking of which, hand warmers, you can use these for different purposes. Also have some a waterproof little boonie hat right here. It's good to have something that protects your face from the sun, and also it'll protect your eyes if you're walking through the woods. If branches and things won't be poking your eyes and stuff if you keep it down over your eyes. Also, it's a handkerchief. Anyone knows anything about survival knows how important it is to have a handkerchief. It has dozens of uses. Also, a couple of emergency ponchos. Okay, so that's everything that are in the pockets of the pack. So let's go ahead and dive into what's on the inside of the pack. Okay guys, so this is more of a miscellaneous category. This kind of covers a lot of different spectrums. Okay, so in this heavy duty zipper pouch, we have, this is a little coin purse. It has, $20 bills and some quarters. I'm going to make sure to change the $20 bill to smaller denominations, but we also have a compass, we have a whistle, we have some pepper spray, good for personal protection. We have a backup cell phone, which is important because these cell phones can still call 911 even if they don't have service. We also have some maps of the area, as well as other important information like good phone numbers, like tow trucks and things like that. I've actually used that already, and I broke down, as well as some Sharpie. This is a carpenter's pencil, so it's easy to sharpen. Good ways to leave notes as indication as far as you need help and this is the direction that you're going. We also have a little flashlight right here. This is a red. Basically, it's like a glow stick, but it's a reusable one. It runs on batteries, and like I said, red is great because it doesn't hurt your night your night color. And like I said, red is good because it doesn't hurt your night vision. We also have a little multi-tool. This is the Leatherman juice. So it has a lot of different capabilities in this multi-tool. Bottle opener, etc., etc. There's a lot of different things that it does. This we'll talk about in a second. We have a roll of duct tape. This is a chainsaw. It's a hand chainsaw. We also have some zip ties. This item has a bunch of different things in here. Not only can you sharpen your knives as well as your serrated edges on the knives, but you can also use the whistle. There's a little flashlight in there. Oops, hit the wrong button. Little flashlight in there. You have a little compass in there as well. And then it also has a magnesium fire striker as well. So it actually shoots out a pretty good amount of sparks. I'm trying to make sure I don't light things on fire. So that's a pretty cool little item. So moving on, we also have, these are USB items, and this flashlight, which also has a, which runs on hand crank. It can also be charged via USB, but it can charge USB items such as this, what's known as a fire stick. And this fire stick, basically what it does is you can open it up, and it's like a little cigarette burner. I don't know if you can see that red glow, but you can light things on fire with that, and then charge it with the USB thing here. And then in addition to what I was talking about with the USB, this you can charge with the USB, and you can charge your cell phone. So I have an Apple, one of the older Apple models. So my wife uses that for her cell phone, and then I use this for my cell phone. This is the micro USB for my Galaxy. So pretty cool little item to have. Moving on. Oh, and these items I have waterproofed as well. So they keep on little baggies. Moving on along. If you're married, sometimes you have to buy organic items, even if it's in a survival situation. So, and then I'm just thankful that she supports this hobby. And then sanitary surface wipes. This is a military toilet paper, basically, wet wipes, more or less. And then also have this Germex. This is great for purifying your hands, sanitizing your hands. I'm still thinking of water purification. And then we have some tactical playing cards here. So these are good morale items to have, just to help you pass your time whenever you're between point A and point B. Okay, so I think I covered everything in this. These are all useful items to have. So let's go ahead and move on to the third and final category of what's inside the pack. Okay, and here we have all the food and drink items that I keep in the Bugout bag. Here we have Tonka bars, emergency food rations, emergency drinking water, a little power bar, smoothies, as well as, let's see, we got some cutlery here, and these are water purification tablets, as well as a water container. And each tablet purifies 1 liter of water. I try to keep these food and water items, which are somewhat heavy in nature, towards the bottom of the bag. It helps with weight distribution, which really helps your back. And it also, if it's harder to get to, you're much less likely to burn through your food supplies. So these are all the items that I keep that are food and drink related. And these are the last items that I have. This is the Grand Trunk all-terrain hybrid shelter, and I have a full review on this. It can be set up as either as a hammock or as an A-frame tent, and it can be used with this red tarp right here. And this red tarp has a reflective coating on the inside, which helps trap in the heat. There's also some tent stakes inside this pack. And we also have the SAS Survival Guide, which is a great resource. Shows you which plants you should eat. It shows you about how to set up different shelters, how to make different knots, first aid stuff, just the whole works. It doesn't take up much room, it doesn't really weigh a lot. Also over here we have my Altoid Survival Tin. I have a few videos out on my different variations of my Altoid Survival Tin, so be sure to check that out. We have just a camping shovel, very lightweight, high vis, it's easy to see. Camping shovels are very useful. Another thing that's extremely useful is a knife. So in addition to having my primary knife for my backpack, I also have a primary knife just for me to carry on me. And in case one of them fails, I have the other one to take its place. This is also a Mora knife, and this has a magnesium fire striker, and you can shoot off sparks. It's very useful thing to have, and it has paracord attached to it as well. In addition to those things, it also has a rubber band to it with a heavy-duty rubber band. Something is known as live fire, and live fire is a type of fire tinder that's waterproof. All you got to do is just scratch the wax coating off of it, and then use it. Whenever you're done with it, you can seal it back up, and then this waxy coating will build up over it again. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more of these videos, be sure to click the like button below, just so I know to continue to make more survival kit videos. I do also have zombie survival kits as well as Altoid survival tin videos, and I'll leave links for those in the description box below as well. You might be wondering why I'm wearing this headlamp, and that's because I forgot to mention it in this video. But I'll leave links for this headlamp in the description box below, which brings up a good point to not use items from your Bugout bag like I did, because you might forget to put them back. So be sure to leave your Bugout bag alone after you make it. So also y'all have been real supportive, and I'm just going to continue making the types of videos that I would want to see as a subscriber. But be sure to leave suggestions of what you would also like to see me cover, whether it be knives or Bugout bags, survival gear, zombie stuff, just anything that you'd like to see. Be sure to leave me a comment, and that way I kind of know what direction you guys want me to take, and then I can start working towards that. Anyways guys, y'all stay safe out there, and remember, it pays to be prepared. God bless.